What is the max level in Horizon Zero Dawn? Let's analyze the skills and talk about the maximum level in the game. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and don't forget to hit that like button. It's always interesting to know how far you can advance in an RPG. It says something about the customization in the game, the length and the amount of content. Well, there's no real information as far as I know about the Horizon Zero Dawn max level, but there is a lot of stuff that we could analyze to indicate the max level. Something that is interesting to note is the fact that there is no New Game Plus in this game. I already told you in a different video, because that might mean a higher level, right? I mean, if you can play the whole game over again, then the max level should be higher. Okay, you will still be able to explore the game after you finish the story, but I can imagine that this means the max level would not be as high as if it was if the game had a New Game Plus mode. When you level up, you get a skill point in Horizon Zero Dawn. What we know from the skill tree so far, without spoiling all the skills, is that there are 3 groups that you can invest in what order you want. Brawler is the stealth approach, so hide in the grass and then take out machines. Brave enhances your combat abilities. For example, you can shoot multiple arrows at once. That of course really helps if you are hunting. Forager is more the gathering and crafting one. So what is interesting is that all the skills on the top level cost 1 skill point. All the skills under that cost 2. And the 3rd row and the 4th row all cost 3. So yeah, I did the math, which is 81 points. It costs 81 points to unlock all the skills, but is that even possible? I feel like he's part of every Horizon Zero Dawn video I do, but of course he's the game director after all, so it does make sense. And he also loves to respond to everyone, so I really applaud that. Over on Twitter, the game director Matthijs de Jonge said that you will be able to unlock all the skills one by one. So when you hit the max level, you will presumably have access to all the skills. So is the max level 81 then? Well, not really. It's pretty weird actually, because we see footage of the skill tree right here. It says level 7 and they got 5 skill points in total. 2 ready to spend and 3 already spent in skills that cost 1. So that means that at level 7 you have access to 5 skill points. What you see in other RPGs as well is that you will unlock the skill tree at a later level and then get your first skill point. So let's say at level 3 you unlock the skill tree with 1 skill point, then you would have 2 skill points at level 4, 3 at level 5, 4 at level 6 and 5 at level 7. Bong. The start of Horizon Zero Dawn is supposed to be pretty cinematic, where you first start out as a little girl and then learn a little bit more about your mission and who you are. It of course also serves as a tutorial, I would imagine, so I wouldn't be surprised if you first handle a bow and then start toying around with the skill system at a later stage. But then we go over to this screen. Here you see the skill tree from Greg Miller, the guy on the left. He spent 7 skill points already, 5 of them in skills that cost 1 and 1 skills in a skill that costs 2. And he has 1 skill point left, so that means that he has a total of 8 skill points and he is level 9. So if you have 5 skill points at level 7 and 8 at level 9, that means that you will get skill points from other things than leveling up. And while writing this video, I saw a skill point in a quest reward. After overriding the Tallneck, Greg Miller got a skill point from the quest, so that means that level 80, something like that, is not the case. It's way less. I mean, I don't think that you can level up more than the amount of skill points that you can get, so if quests can indeed give you skill points, we're looking at a way lower max level. Let's go back to Greg Miller for a second and listen to what he says.
It's a meaty ass game.
Yeah.
And I jumped, of course, because I'm Greg Miller, into the trophies. Majority of them hidden. The ones that you could see were get to level, 10, get to level 50.
So there is a trophy for level 10 and a trophy for level 50. Okay, level 10, great achievement, but why level 50? Okay, it's a cool number, obviously. Level 50 sounds great, but why give it a trophy if it's not the max level? Would there be a trophy for level 60 if level 50 was the max level as well? I mean, that wouldn't make sense. So if Greg Miller is of course telling the truth that he indeed saw a level 50 trophy, we will hear it as soon as the trophies are live. Then that means that level 50 is probably the max level in Horizon Zero Dawn. And level 50 doesn't sound really weird if you also take into account the things that we just discussed. I mean, let's summarize. You will be able to get all the skills in Horizon Zero Dawn. Unlocking all the skills would cost you 81 points. So 81 points means that 81 is the max level of the game. It could also be a little bit higher depending on when you get the skill tree. So maybe 83. But you can also get skill points by completing quests. One of them is pretty easy and early on, it's like override a tall neck. So that means that it will be significantly lower than 83. Then Greg Miller from Kinda Funny Games notes that he saw a trophy for being level 50 in the game. So if the max level is, let's say, 60 with around 23 skill points you get from quest, then why do a level 50 trophy in the game? That doesn't make sense, because I can imagine that you also want a trophy for people getting the max level. So that's why my conclusion for the max level for Horizon Zero Dawn is level 50. And that would be great. I mean, the starting area Mother's Heart seems to be from level 6 till 11, 12, maybe a little bit higher. And then you move over to the other sides of the world. What world? Well, you can check out my map analyze video by clicking on the screen. Subscribe for way more Horizon Zero Dawn content. Got a ton of stuff up on the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.